All right, I believe we are live. Where's my phone? Yeah, we are live. What is up, everybody? Mizu here. Um, let's start by announcing that I'm live on my IG. Yo, 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 we live. We live. Come through. We live. Starting this. Okay. I probably should have put more on that. Oh well. All right, so to get this thing started, I first want to uh, give a quick overview of what I'm about to do. I'm gonna go through the Anahata battle. We're gonna watch. I really hope it won't take like that long, more like almost 2 hours. Anyway, we'll go through the. We're gonna skip preliminaries, and then we're just gonna go straight into the battles, the one-on-ones. And then I'll just talk from there. Um, Drop some insight, point out some stuff, uh, pick who I would have picked, all that stuff. It'll be fun. Um, a couple rules. First of all, first things first, let's keep it respectful here, please. Anyone who's not respectful, I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm not even gonna try. You're just gonna get kicked. All right? Simple as that. Um, Another thing is that this will be objective based. Like, no feelings will be involved. At least I'll try. Um, but yeah, we're just gonna keep this information objective based. Um, this is an educational video. This is meant to be super super educational. So yeah, without further ado, let's get it started. Oh, nice little breeze coming in. First battle, Jordan versus Susie.
We're gonna spin a bottle to see who goes first.
I believe I spun the bottle. Or no, it was Daddy. Look, there's me in the back. I'm talking to Kento, man. I forgot what I was asking him. Alright, here we go. Looks like Jordan's going first. So Jordan has more of a Cali style. She doesn't show it that much here. But actually you can see it. She has more of a Cali style. Heavily inspired Cali style. She does know Melbourne too. I believe she actually started Shapes too, so fun fact. You won't see that though. Alright, getting the crowd hyped up, points right there. Simple thing you can do to get points. Alright, that little pause. The pause games. So pauses are, if done right, they really work well in the flow. It helps to break the flow and put attention onto a certain move, which works well when you know the song and you know what's about to come up. You can think of a move or try to come up with a move that'll complement that sound well, and then pause your shuffling to put focus on that combo or move, which will further, gosh, what's the word? It'll just make it look better. It'll just make it be better all around, not just look better. It'll sound better. It'll blend better. So yeah, keep that in mind, y'all. But now the it's a double-edged sword, because if you do pauses too much, it breaks the flow too much, and then people start losing interest in the dance, in the flow, because it's so choppy. It's like, oh, okay, it's about, oh, it stopped. Oh, okay, it's going, oh, it stopped again. So make use of them. but don't overuse it. It's my tip. The high knees. Not something you see often with females. Nice combo. Clean T-steps. Gallop spin into a kick. Gotta love it. I love me my gallop spins. One more time, one more time. Ooh, 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 ooh. Into a in your face neck slash. That's tough. That's tough. Alright, Susie kick. So it looks like they just go straight after. No running back music. So if you guys haven't noticed already, Susie has a more contrasting style where it's more reserved, more flowy, but it works well because the trade-off for the power is more of a fast cutty type of style. You'll see it right now. Yep. It works well together. And then you add creativity like hopping over your leg like that. Blends well. Ooh. You see that? Like right there. This right here is some really well done T-stepping. A T-stepping variation combo that's really simple. But if you time it well, especially with the music, it looks really nice, you know, but it's really simple. It's these quick little simple things that if done well, you know, really complement your flow. Back T-step, forward back, and then a little pivot T-step. You anchor down your it's the right foot. So she anchors her right foot at that specific point on the ground and then just pivots that T-step, you know? Just boom, 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 boom. Doesn't really move from that point on the ground, but just pivots. And that's that like focus onto the change of direction of just that pivot. It looks really nice, especially if you can again time it with the song when there's a little doot doot or a little bop bop, you know, because it's in the song, it's a small part, you know, it's just a small instrument. It's not the biggest instrument. It's not what the song wants you to focus on. So it's kind of like the same thing here. You translate it into your body movements. It's this quick little combo that you want people to focus on, but it's not. It's just a minor thing, you know. It's not even a big ass combo. It's something real simple, but if you time it well with the music, like how I explained, you get hella points. Hella points. And again, it's simple. You're not using a lot of energy for it. Just being more efficient with your energy, I'd say. A little bit of Miami stepping at the end. Just to show versatility. Yeah, you get points for that. Not a lot of points, because it's still a shuffle battle. But, yeah, you get points. It's an all-stop battle. Alright, so before we see what the judges pick, I forgot. Yeah, I mean, I was here. I know what the result at the end of everything was, but I'm not gonna lie, people. I don't remember the individual winners. So I'm just gonna predict them, or I'm not gonna predict them. I'm going to say who I would have picked. This is totally separate from the judges here right now. I'm just want everyone to know that this is a total separation. This has nothing to do with them. I'm not trying to predict them. This is who I would have picked. This is my personal opinion only. I'm not trying to say judges were wrong with who they picked. None of that. Okay? This is just who I would have picked myself. And in my opinion, I would have went with Jordan. They were both very clean, very well done flows and styles. But I just liked the power of Jordan's more. Uh, I think if it was a different song, maybe I might have went with Susie. But her style is like, it's nice to watch. It is nice to watch. But for a battle, I think coming with the style that Jordan has will more than likely get you the win. Most of the time. So, just to let y'all know, it's a battle.
Let's see what the judges have to say about that.
Well, I forgot to mention this, but Gribbs, if anyone knows who that is the one who's recording. So shout out to him. He's doing some amazing work out there in Arizona. Definitely follow him if you haven't already. His channel is Empower Melbourne Shuffle. I don't know why I'm not subscribed. Subscribe. There you go, bro. My bad. Anywho. Yeah, so back to business.
All right. And the judges will announce in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, dude, we can't see. What? I think Jordan won now.
All right.
All right, next is Mel from LV, Las Vegas, and Angel Winged, aka Leanne from Canada. So right there, Danny is giving them the chance to choose instead of spinning the bottle. They chose to spin the bottle. All right, looks like Leanne's going first. So here, this battle's gonna be really nice. You'll see a huge contrast in styles because Leanne is a Moss shuffler mainly. She knows a lot of styles, but she's been in love with Moss most recently and for the most part. So, and she does it well. It looks good. She's also one of the very few women who know how to do Moss correctly, and not just know how to do it correctly, but they know more than just a couple. They know more than just she knows more than just the foundation. She knows combos and tricks, and yeah, she's really. You can see she's done a lot of research on the style, and has put in a lot of work. So, props to her for that. You will see. Hey Val, how's it going? I thought you wouldn't be able to make it. Looks like you made it. So without further ado, let's watch Leanne go. So right off the bat, it's already not even a full Moss or pure Moss style. She's blended Melbourne and that looks like a Cali Running Man, I think. kind of a Cali one. All right. More of like a moving Running Man where she's running manning to a certain spot. Yeah. A little bit of battle tactics in there. Well done. There it is. That first Moss combo. Gotta see it. Into the kick. Yep. Okay. So this is, yeah, yeah, you made it. So this is what I've noticed the community is starting to do a lot of. Some upper body into their battle flows and stuff. I like where this is going, but right now you can tell we're, as a community, we're at an infancy because we have not yet as a whole learned to do that while also continuing to shuffle. Because watch, pay attention. The upper body is moving. I love the upper body, but the lower body is just, it's truncating. It's staying in place. It's not moving that much. We're not shuffling right now. Now, is there a way for her to have implemented this while still shuffling or doing some type of shuffling move or foundational step? I'm sure there is, and that's where your creativity comes in. I'm not gonna waste my time and your guys' time to try to think of one right now. I mean, she can try T-stepping during there, but that would feel weird with how the upper body goes. So you really have to think about what moves would complement what you're trying to do with your upper body. What would still allow you to still have that balance as you're doing this upper body move or combo. And that, because you have to think about it. To get to this point where we're at, where she's at right now, you have to experiment with your upper body. And that's not something a lot of people do when they start shuffling. Understandably so. When you start shuffling, you got to focus on your feet. And where you move your feet, how you move your feet. You got to learn the foundational steps, which are mostly footwork. You got to learn power with your feet. You got to learn how to use them efficiently. You got to learn energy. And that's all with just the feet. Now, after a while, once you learn all that, you start to hit a plateau. This is when you want to go into upper body movement, upper body work. Start learning other dance styles. Start watching other dance styles. Start listening to non-EDM songs. The best way to go about this is to put shuffling on pause and really dive into other dance styles and then coming back to shuffling. That's what I did, and it helps you make sure you have a good understanding of that other dance style so that you have a better, it's easier to blend it. You have more control over how to blend it. Because if you only know a little bit about the other style, say you only picked up one move, you're very limited in how you implement it with your shuffling, So highly recommend that. But yeah, this is what happens when you come back after learning another dance style. You plug it into your shuffling flow, but you haven't really practiced yet how to blend it while still shuffling. We have to pause and do this upper body flow, which in some cases it makes sense. It's when you're intentionally making a concept with your body, and that concept includes not using your feet. That makes sense. But it's a lot of the times it's obvious that that's not the case. It's obvious that they learn something from another dance style and they want to plug it into their shuffling. And we haven't practiced enough yet of that blending in and incorporating. So it comes out like this, where in mentally we're shuffling and then we're like, oh, let's plug in that move. So we think upper body, plug in that move, but we don't really focus on our lower body. So our feet usually don't do anything. That's when you wanna. Oh goodness, where was I? Oh, this is gonna happen a lot, Chad. I'm sorry. So, lower body stays usually not moving, and then the upper body is moving. Um, yeah, because that's what we're focused on. So, I guess I went kind of on a tangent right here. Sorry, y'all. But to kind of wrap this all up, this is gonna happen. Expect for this to happen, and I love seeing that we're going in this direction, but let's not forget that we're also still trying to shuffle here. So let's find creative ways. The next step after this point is to find creative ways to blend the two together. Find creative ways to do that arm combo or upper body combo while still shuffling or doing some shuffling move. You don't even have to be running, manning, or T-stepping. You could be doing a gallop while doing that upper body stuff. And I'm sure, like, imagine if she did this while gallop spinning. That would be pretty sick, right? And that's the next step when you're at this point. Once you've gotten the foundation of shuffling, and you're comfortable with it, and you go into other dance styles, and you finally come back. That's the next step, learning to blend it all together, and that's difficult. So right here, just some running man T-steps, quick bounce. See, right there, exactly what I'm talking about. Right here. She does this like arm thing with her hand, but still continues T-stepping. Or not T-stepping. Is that technically a gallop? I think that is technically a gallop. Yes. Yeah, so she anchors her back foot and then just kind of steps to the side with her right foot. And then goes into a spin after that. It all blends so well. But it's so simple. We're not doing much. We're not doing nothing too fancy. We're just doing some arm flow while galloping. So implementing upper body with that shuffling. And then going into a spinning combo after that. Or going into a spin after that. Making this whole thing a nice combo. It has upper body, it has lower body, it has a fancy spin. Alright, there we go. A glide into a spin. Let's watch that again. Ooh. 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 Alright, everybody, hold on. Give me just a quick second. I will be back in like 10 seconds. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. Where were we? Alright, so we we gotta watch that again. That is too good. Okay, so let's break this. Sorry, just like quickly ran up and down the stairs. Let's break this little combo down. Okay, so that right there is a, I don't even know if there's a move for it, a move name for it, but it's been a move that mostly Cali style users do, and it's how do you can we watch it in slow motion? There we go. Let's watch it in 0.5 speed. So here she's doing the spin. And if I remember correctly, it's a hop onto your foot. So yeah, she's putting a lot of her weight onto her front foot. Oh my gosh, dude. It rewinds too far back. Okay, it's coming up right up. Okay. So right here, you can see she puts most of her weight on her front foot as she steps forward and has that back foot ready to catch her weight when she comes back. Right there. That quick little... I don't even want to press the left button because it's going to rewind me like 10 minutes behind. So let's see, where are we? It's like about right here. Okay, right here. All the weight on that front foot. Catch your weight with the back foot. Catch your weight again with that front foot, which is now in the back again, and then use that to hop forward. Like that. If you want to learn that stuff, it's real easy. It's nice. It's one of those combos that I usually teach my students to sprinkle into their flow. And it's something you can combo out of really easily. But it's still... Hello, Donnie. So yeah.
We're not interrupting, am I?
Hold on, everyone.
Oh, sorry.
All right. So that last move, she repeats it. And hops on, does another hop, and then you'll see she'll do it again. Oh, wait, no, I might be wrong. Yeah, okay, so she does do it twice. She does that combo, which is a hop. And she'll hop again. Okay, so she only hops again once more. It's a double hop. Now, if you listen to the music, I'll put it back on normal speed. But if you listen to the music, there's not really... I really don't... Other than like the bass kick. You know, the 4x4 that you normally shuffle to. I don't really see... It's a good move, but it doesn't work that well with the music, in my opinion. Like, if the song had a... do-do-do-do, bam, bam, do-do-do-do, bam, bam. Like, right there. That would be perfect to hit that, because it's a big sound, and you're also complementing it with a big hop. A big, attention-focused hop.
Hey,
vibes out of it, for sure, for sure. And now we got Mel. So Mel has kind of like, she just started a couple years ago, still fairly new, but she already has a blend of a lot of different styles because she's over there in Las Vegas and they have a bunch of different teachers teaching, which is really nice. You get to learn a lot. And they're also like, they have these labbing days and these session days where you can practice uh, blending everything together. And you can see I believe Mel started with cutting shapes, yeah, but you'll see some cutting shapes in there. You'll see some Melbourne, you'll see some Cali. Oh, nice. And also some freestyling. They have freestyling sessions, so you'll see some freestyling in there too. So right there, the handgun. Again, we could have done something with our feet there, but again, that's a normal point to be at when you're learning other dance styles and implementing them into your shuffling. That's gonna happen. It's baby steps. There's baby steps to this stuff. Okay, good T-stepping. T-stepping and then adding a kick while continuing to T-step in the same direction. Super easy, but it shows that you have a good knowledge of variations. You'd be surprised how many people don't do that. Just T-stepping like normal. Not even front or back T-stepping. Just T-stepping to the side and then adding a kick at the end. I think I might have. Yeah, I went too far back. Yeah, I went too far back. My bad, you guys. Yeah, here it is. Here it is. Yep. See? Just T-steps to the side. Clean it up with a little kick at the end. And then continue it to the other side, putting your feet together and pivoting there. That's a nice combo. That's a nice combo. Unfortunately, I don't think we had a beat to complement that combo. Oh, I guess we did. Okay, yeah, I guess we did. My bad. So here she's not shuffling. Oh! That was... I don't know if she knows that song or if it was just like coincidental, but pay attention. When the beat cuts out for the song, she's not shuffling. She's flowing, she's freestyling. And then when the beat comes back, she immediately hits it, the first beat, and starts shuffling again. Oh, can we please do more of that, people? Please. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna go on a tangent. We're already on 30 minutes and there's only been 2 battles. Jeez, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I just love talking about this stuff. Okay. More upper body. More shuffling. Okay. There we go. The spin hop. Another move that a lot of people don't use enough of. And it's simple, man. And then she adds a couple of kicks into there. Kick. While spinning, kick again. Into another spin. Into, what was that? 920? I don't know. I don't want to do math right now. But she does 3 spins and keeps them going, keeps that momentum going with their hops. She does it again there. I personally would have liked to see a variation. If you're gonna do a combo again, or a specific set of moves again, you want to add even like the tiniest variation. You want to avoid doing the exact same thing again. That's me announcing the time. Well done.
All right, let's see what the judges have to say. In 3.
I personally would have went with Leanne. I like the more aggressive attitude that comes with the Moss and the Moss combos, but it wasn't full on. Like, she did showcase her other styles. She showcased how well she can blend it. Mel was on the same boat, just without the aggressiveness because she's missing that Moss. But you can see she's put in a lot of work with a lot of different styles and has put in a lot of time blending them. At least the shuffle styles, they blend well together. Now she's at the point where she's learning to blend her upper body in there too. She does it a couple times, but not all the time, as you have seen. So yeah, let's see who the judges picked.
2, 1. Ain't no way. All right. For our third battle, we have Dizzy versus Jenna B.
He's Dizzy and Ellie versus Jenna B. Don't know much about Jenna B. Her style was good.
Dizzy's going first.
So she's getting into her flow. And this is very important, people. You don't want to get caught by the start of the beat, but you don't want to get caught by surprise. You want to feel as soon as you start hearing the music. Just, if you want, close your eyes, but do whatever you need to do to start getting into the feel of the song, understanding what kind of emotion it'll bring out of you, understanding the attitude that you want it to go with. Start getting a feel for what type of song it's gonna be, so that you can start thinking about what style will complement it the best. And that's what she's doing right here. She's getting into she's getting into that ready battle mode. Very important. So well done. She's also starting to get used to the tempo of the song. I also recommend this too. Start sprinkling in. Don't focus too much on the form, but start sprinkling in some T steps, maybe a really lazy Running Man, just to get used to the BPM. Get your body, get your feet used to moving at that specific tempo. It'll help. Okay, so here she started off with kind of more of a reserved, chill style with a Running Man and T-steps, not too big, close together, and it complemented well with the song. And then when the beat started, she continued with that reserved flow, but then a bit after the beat started, you can see she goes into her full, like battle mode, Running Man and style. And I just wish that would have happened at the start of the beat. But this is what this is where the experience and stuff comes in, and just listening to music all the time, so you can get a understanding and feel of the different build-ups, and you can start catching them so that you can start hitting those drops right when they hit. Like that last battle with Mel when she was in her flow, or her freestyle flow, and then as soon as the beat hit, she started shuffling. So yeah, not like this is something to take a lot of points out of, but it was very noticeable. It was very noticeable, and that's because you can tell she has multiple styles in her toolkit. Right there, that little pause again. Pauses, yo. Pauses are nice, and she does a nice pause combo there. So she does the same pivot twice, but does a different variation the second time, and includes a pause into it. It's nice. She's doing a heel running man. Okay. You guys catch that? It's hard to catch that sometimes. Well, I'm sure she's doing both, but right here you can really tell. I like that. That's some nice musicality. That here in the back, that violin, that she moves her body just like that. That's nice. It's simple too. It's not fancy, you guys. It's not fancy, but you time it well with the music. If your body matches the impact of the sound that you're trying to hit with musicality, it's even more. That's more important than like having something big and flashy. At least in my opinion, you know. And I've been a judge for a lot of tournaments, so I would say my opinion holds a bit of weight. Another nice pause. I think she anticipated something with the song there, but it didn't hit. Understandable. Still nice. Still nice pause hit. I like that. A spin into a pause and then reversing that. Or not reversing the spin, but reversing that momentum. It's this momentum play, if you guys haven't noticed. Here, watch, let's run that back. So right here, she starts her momentum going towards the right. She uses that momentum to help her spin. Where was I? So she's using that momentum to help her spin, and at the end of her spin, she pauses. See that? Nice little pause to break that flow, to break that energy flow, and then rewinds it. Now, not exactly rewinds it, but in the sense that she's going back the other way that she came. Watch that. One more time, one more time. But here's another thing. She also adds some texturing into it where it's not just a sudden rewind. She smooths back into going back to the left side. One more time. Pause, smooths back into it. I can't really drop much insight on shapes. I'm still working on my shapes, people. That shit is hard. I would have waited for that until there was like a bit of a break in the beat, but it still works. This is what I was again talking about earlier. A lot of, in my opinion, a bit too much upper body, not enough lower body to complement with it. So yeah. It works sometimes. It works for the most part, and that's why people are doing it. because it is nice to implement other styles, but we just have to keep pushing it even more to fully implement it because it's not fully implemented as of right now. One other thing I'd like to point out: there's times where, or let's just let me start over. As battlers, we kind of want to make sure we're always focused at something, and we want most of the time for that to be the other battler. We want to be facing the battler. We want our moves to be pointed at that battler. When you start, facing other places, especially non-intentionally, and you start doing your moves, and those moves are going towards a crowd instead of the other battler, couple judges might take points off. But yeah, just keep that in mind, people. You want to be facing the battler for the most part. If you're gonna do some stuff with the audience, make sure that there's intention behind it. If you're gonna do stuff to the judges, make sure that there's intention behind it. You don't want to just mistakenly face somewhere else or put your focus on somewhere else. So yeah. Let's do that right here. So she's doing a little cutting shapes combo, but she's facing towards the camera instead of the battler. Which, if this wasn't a battle, if this was just like a freestyle, that would make sense. But this is a battle. We want our focus mostly on the battler. But she goes back into it, so. So I would have picked Allie there. Allie is dizzy. They had like fairly similar styles where they clearly had like a reserve style but also a more aggressive, powerful style. They both implemented other dance styles. They both implemented upper body. Very similar flows, but it's, at least in my opinion, Allie just looks a bit more has spent more time with that style, with her style. So yeah, it just seems to have, you can tell Allie's a bit more experienced, and it shows.
2, 1. Dizzy takes it. All right. Moving on around the order. We got Priscilla and Sarah.
Sarah Shuffles. That's a bit of a tongue twister, dude. Sarah Shuffles. Sarah Shuffles by the seashore. I'm not even gonna try. Ooh, what a beautiful song. And so she's getting into character, getting into her feels. And with this song especially, you want to do that. It's a lot of energy, though. That's a lot of energy. Hey, but she hits the beat. That's what I'm talking about, yo. Right when the beat comes in, you hit that. That's right. Run that back. Great song. Okay, so there's a bit of loss of control with momentum there, and it seems like we're not facing the other battler, exactly. Right, we're looking in the general direction, but you kind of want to face them exactly.
Yeah, unfortunately.
That was good. Again, timing with the musicality, shuffling when the beat hits, not shuffling when there's no beat. Well done. Right here, though, the beat was still going, so I would have kept going right here. But it seems like she's got into a upper body flow that takes a bit of time, so she started that early to be able to get back onto the beat with their shuffle in time. So, you know, it works. It works.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, that break wasn't as long as she probably hoped it would be. That happens, you know. We don't always know the songs that well. I definitely don't. So good spin, but we lost a bit of control from it. Um, that's something to point out. That's something to work on. That's something to get into the lab for. Practice that spin 100 times. Um, but yeah, that's something that judges notice. Everybody, that's something that judges notice. So keep that in mind. Ooh, that toe stall. That toe stall works so well if you time it correctly with the music. Oh. So she has a little upper body flow here, but the beat's going on. I personally would have liked to see her shuffling by now. But you know, that's there's a lot of factors that go into this, and one of them is that the song didn't go backwards. You know, it kept going, and she was just left with the beat already. She didn't really have time to get into her flow. So just just putting that out there to help you guys understand that there is a lot of factors that go into the results of these things. So you should never take it super personal. There's so many factors that go into battles. The only one that you can really control is you. How much sleep you get the night before. How was your diet the night before? How was your diet the morning of? Did you eat 10 tacos right before battling? Or did you eat a nice, protein packed small little rice and teriyaki chicken bowl, All that makes a difference. It makes a difference. Are you drinking water? Are you just drinking soda? Are you are you meditating, or are you constantly just smoking and escaping reality until the battle hits? That's all stuff to keep in mind, people, because those are all factors we can control. We can't control what song goes on. I mean, unless you pay the DJ under the under the table, drop a quick little 20. Hey, put on T78. But no, we don't do that. So focus on the factors that you could control. Take care of yourself before the battles. Good T-step variations. I notice she's always facing her battler. So there's would you say the first dancer has an advantage because they can work into the drop? For how they formatted this battle, I would say yes. I would definitely say yes, especially depending on the song. Just like you pointed out, they'll have that bit of time to get into that character, to get into that feel, without you know worrying about doing that while also missing the beat. Second shuffler, you don't get that. You don't get that little break. You don't get that time. You gotta you gotta be ready to go. Like if they're stopping when the beat is still going, you don't got time to get into your character. You immediately go, come straight off the bench, hitting that beat. Um, but not everyone's gonna be able to do that, and exactly, you get an advantage right there, and understandably so. You do want to have that time to get into that character, but in the case of battles like this, where the format's like this, where the music doesn't rewind, if you guys are in that position, take the time instead of like getting into your thoughts and focused on how to beat this person and all that. Just spend that time listening to the music and getting into that character while the other battler is going, because you're not gonna have time to do that, and it'll be obvious if you take that time when the beat is going, and you will get points taken off. So good job pointing that out. It is a bit of an advantage, yes. That grips. Grid singing is a bonus feature that I didn't expect, but I'm so glad. Whew. Okay, so here, let's see. I probably might have gone with Priscilla. Sarah did seem to have more control, but Priscilla just seemed to have more under her toolkit, you know. And that's this is kind of like a 50-50. You don't always This is not always something that I'm going this isn't like in this situation I usually go for this person. No, like there's an acceptable amount of not having control that I personally will accept as a judge. If you're showcasing that you have been working on other styles, and you don't have full understanding of how to implement it with your shuffling, but you want to showcase that you have been working on those styles, and you implement it just like 10-20%, but you don't take it too far where that's your whole round, and you just sprinkle that in, that's perfectly fine with me. As a judge, that's perfectly fine with me. Now, obviously, you want to have full control during your round. That is the most preferred thing. But if you don't have that many move sets, or you're not showcasing a lot, that's where it's like, how much is this person showcasing versus how much is this person losing control? And that's where, as a judge, you kind of have to, that's where your decision lies, basically. Or that's where, in my thought process, my decision would lie.
Judges in 3, 2, 1.
Priscilla.
Good job, Sarah.
Okay, so we got Leia. I'm so sorry if I'm butchering that name. Living Presently. Or maybe it's Lee. It's probably Lee. Versus May. All right.
Shoes are fresh. There's some shit. She got the sambas.
She got the sambas. Sambas are nice. So she showcased a little bit of pop in there. I like that, especially because the song does kind of call for that. It does have that funk to it. And I don't think at that point where she was popping, the beat dropped yet. There was something that sounded like a beat, I think, but I don't think that was the beat, if that makes sense. So there's a snare, and you can pop to that. And you get hella points from me, in my opinion. Not hella points. This is still a shuffle battle, but it's also an all styles. And if you can pop to a song that calls for popping in the moment where it's not you overshadowing the shuffling because there's no beat, hey, more power to you. More points to you. I guess that is the beat. It's just not like it's not a hard beat. No, that's the beat. That's actually kind of, okay. Oh, that's tough, man. That's tough. Because even I myself, I would have thought that was the beat at this point. Because it's been playing for a long enough time where it's like, there's no way this isn't the beat. I might have put that on the DJ. I don't know the song. I just, I don't know. I can't really say much about that. At least not right now. Without like diving into what the heck went on. But anyway, that's the beat. And she does match it. I guess right here is when she realized, oh, that's the beat. And then she started going hard. That's what we like seeing. All right off the bat, already really like this run. Off the bat, you can see she uses her whole body. She's not just, even when she's doing shuffling move sets, she's still incorporating her upper body. She's still moving it. Very important, and it looks really nice. Another thing she does is she faces the judges, which is kind of counterintuitive to what I said before, but remember, I said it's all about intention. You can tell she was intentionally doing this. She wants to show off to the judges real quick, and then she'll get back into it. Facing the judges intentionally and starting and stopping her combo. Starting her combo when she faces them, stopping her combo after being done facing them, and then turns to the other side. You can tell that's completely intentional, and she got points for that. She got a good amount of points for that. At least I would think she would, as a judge myself. Alright, so right there we got a bit of a showcase of her gliding and footsteps. Really nice thing to blend in there. And then she goes back to the shuffling after. So in my opinion, that was a bit too long of a pause, a bit too long to be staying on the knee, but it looks nice, and she wasn't there too long. And I think she had a big enough impact with her upper body movements, and the fact that she was also crouched down. Like the being on one leg for that long, it's not as noticeable. So yeah. Coming in, facing her, and just running up on her, dude, that's intimidating. You definitely want to come in like that. That is a great way to come in. Just imagine if you were the other battler and You just finish your flow. You're tired. You're like, ah, it's finally the other person's turn, and then they come at you while looking you in the eye. You know, it's a that intimidation factor is huge, especially if you're doing 2 rounds. There she goes. There, facing the audience and doing her moveset with intention of showing off to the audience. She also did it earlier with the judge. It wasn't as clean as when Presently did it, but it was. I could still tell it was intentional. Intentional. Just to demonstrate that part. I don't wanna. So right here. She does it quickly, doesn't put too much focus on it, but she does go towards the judges, faces them, starts her combo, and then comes back. Perfectly fine. Highly advise doing that. One thing I want to point out, because she does it very well. She takes up so much space. If you guys haven't noticed, she is rarely ever, up until now, she is rarely ever in one place for longer than like a second. Up until now. And it was intentional. She wants to put focus and attention onto that booty bop, which is great thinking on her end. Great thinking. So let's see what I mean. Like she's moving everywhere. Everywhere. Two-stepping all across the place. Take up that space and then stop to have everyone focus on the booty bop. Bop, bop. Bop, bop. And then go back into shuffling. That's perfect. Alright, so right there's that little, the pivot hip move. In my opinion, I would have switched it up after the 3rd and 4th time she pivots. So, wait. Is that 1, 2 right there? Where we at? Okay. So this is her first pivot. So she repeats it twice. She repeats that pivot 4 times. Okay? 1 and 2, I would be okay with keeping them the same. I probably wouldn't do much. 3 and 4 is where I would want to add some variation to it. Maybe put my hands up for those last 2. She doesn't really add variation. And she has her hands up and it's going down the whole time, but yeah, I would have liked to see more contrast between the first 2 and then the next 2. As a judge, it's more noticeable. As a judge and an audience member, it's more noticeable. And so it's more likely you'll get points for that.
Hey, that was good. Yeah.
Texture. Gotta love it.
Hey, that was good. Yeah.
Yep. And that goes well with the music. Adding some shapes. Shaping in your face? That's a that would be intimidating to me. I don't know about you guys, especially if they shape like real good and super fast and stuff. A little Miami stuff in the thing. All right, a couple little repeats of some of the moves and combos from before. I would have liked to see more variation at the end there, but overall, a really good round. I think This one's kind of tough. I think my takes it here, but I think it could have been like 50-50 or 60-40, in my opinion. But yeah. Or May. Did I say mine?
In 3, 2, 1.
Wait, who took it? Okay. Kevin takes it? Okay. I'm telling you, it could have gone 50-50. It's just a
All right. For the 6th, we got Maggie and Vicky.
Wait, did she choose to go first? I guess so. I guess so. There wasn't any bottle spin. Respect. Okay, that is a bit of a long time to get into your shuffles when the beat has started already. Definitely want to avoid doing that. Although that upper body flow was nice and it was hitting some musicality with the song, but let's keep in mind it's a shuffle battle. Let's not forget to shuffle when there's a beat. A simple way, so what I was talking about earlier with repetitions and variations, a simple way to add variations into those repetitions is texture. Texture, people. It's real easy to implement, but it's also very noticeable if done right and done correctly. But yeah, it doesn't even take that much energy out of you, and you're just repeating the same thing. I like that. So she started her spin facing the audience after intentionally going to them to showcase some stuff, you know. Right there. But she ended her spin facing the battler. And that transition was very smooth, very smooth. Right there, I would have tried to do like maybe some T steps. Yeah, for sure there will be a VOD, or not even a VOD. I'm gonna post this thing on YouTube so you guys could like, just like you can see here, we can slow things down and stuff. You can hear me talk like this. You can hear me. But yeah, I'll be posting this on YouTube. I think on here the VOD will be up for like 7 days. Don't freaking watch it here. Watch it on YouTube. It'll be there forever. I'm also going to take some bits and pieces and turn them into reels. So yeah. Oh, so where was I going? So right there, I would have added some like T-stepping while doing that, like, because that upper body is nice. That's a nice concept to go off of. Because you're like hitting your head and your body is going along with it. You get that effect, that visual, you know, effect that makes sense. It's like a do, kind of like a domino effect. You want that when you're doing upper body. You want things to make sense. Either that, or you want to isolate certain parts of your body to, you know, have more attention on that. But in this situation, the upper body is really nice. The concepting is nice. but the lower body. I just wish we did more than just like tiny little pivots. Um, I think if she just put a little more focus into those pivots and made them more noticeable, or you know, yeah, just more contrasting, because they look a little, you can tell she wasn't focused on that. She was focused on the upper body, which is understandable. But that's the next step. That's where we head to next. That's the next direction. See, that's what I'm talking about. She repeats the same thing. It's basically the same move. You're just pivoting, but you're switching your feet every two pivots, and she repeats that 4 times. People, that's if I count it correctly, that's 4 times. 2, 3, 4. But each time there's a different upper body posture, so it looks nice. That's what I'm talking about. Texture. That was nice. I would have preferred to have that happen after the beat stopped, but it's still nice. Yep, this is what I'm talking about. Maggie kind of left Mickey with the beat drop, and she has to take time to get into that character, to get into that feel, even though the beat's going, and it might be depending on the judges, but some judges might take points off, some judges might understand. I don't know. I guess I'd have to see. I wouldn't be able to take points off this early, I think. I think I'd understand it. But if their flow isn't that well, then I would consider that they didn't, start off well, and maybe I'd factor that into my decision. Yeah. This is what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of factors that go into this stuff. She came straight off the bench with the groundwork, and then right into an aggressive running man. Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention her transition from getting up from the ground from that groundwork into that aggressive running man was done through a spin while she's getting up. That's difficult, people. That's very difficult. Let's watch it one more time. Well done. Well done. Now imagine if she did that when the beat dropped. Like she hit that aggressive running man as soon as the beat dropped. It would have a much bigger impact. That's a nice combo. That is a lot of energy getting cut right now. And this is where I think cutting shapes really, really shines, when, again, just like with shuffling, or with the Melbourne shuffling, Cali style, and Mas, the more you use your full body, the better it looks, because you can do shaping with just focusing on your feet, but it when you add the upper body into it, it just looks that much better. It just looks that much better. So right there, you can tell she hears the pause, the break in the beat of the song, and she wants to hit something to it. But I think she realizes it too late. And so she's still shuffling when the beat has stopped. And then right here's when she kind of realizes it, and she's like, okay, let me prepare a pause combo. And that's what that was supposed to be. At least I think. And then she was supposed. Her intention was to hit that beat when it came back with the running man, but it happens. This is what happens. Still, though, I like the thought process. That's what I wanted to point out. Makey puts a lot of. You can tell she's been practicing her groundwork, and that scores. That definitely scores some points with a lot of judges, myself included. Actually, that might even be like breaking. You can tell she's been practicing some breaking. Okay, so she took a minute to like really showcase to everyone, not just her battler. Um, it looks like she was facing her battler at the beginning of a combo, and then at the end she kind of started facing the audience, and she leaned into that and started showcasing in front of the audience, and then faced the other side and showcased that way as well. She did well with this, in my opinion. She did well with this. So there wasn't as much control there as I would have liked to see, but that is a result of her clearly being confident enough to explore outside dance styles and try to incorporate them. So it's something to be aware of, but it's not something to be, shameful of, because it's a good sign. It's a good sign, but it is also a sign that there is more work that needs to be done, and I'm sure she knows that, So so this one's kind of tough. This one's kind of tough. I think right here, I would have went for Mickey. They had very similar. They had very similar runs, but I think the groundwork for Nikki is what stood out to me the most. Is what differentiated them. Um, but yeah, I think I would have went with Mickey here. How do you feel about floor moves? Yeah, floor moves. So here's the thing. This is a shuffle all style battle. So honestly, almost anything is acceptable as long as there's still shuffling involved. Like the all styles allows you to add all that extra stuff in there. And groundwork is when you can add that in there and you do, that is points. That is points right there. How many points does it really give you? It depends on the judge. It depends on the judge. Me personally, like I said, that was a differentiating factor for me. When you're watching this in real time, you don't have that much time to be like, okay, her technicality was like a 5. Her musicality was an 8. There's no time to do that. As a judge, it's easier to just focus on what's missing, or what differentiates the two. And in my opinion, that was the groundwork. They both implemented other styles. They both had some texturing. They both had really good transitions. They both did some showcasing to the judges and to the audience. But Mickey had groundwork. I don't think Maggie had groundwork. Yeah, I would have noticed that. But that was a differentiating factor. So just keep that in mind, people. Um, Again, a lot of factors that go into this. Knowing that this is an all style battle definitely helps with your decision making and including this or not. So,
Three, two,
Tie.
one.
Tiebreaker.
Maggie takes it.
with Maggie, okay, okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Questionable, bro. That's questionable.
All right.
You can even hear Gribb say that's questionable. Yeah, that could have went. That could have went both ways. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
You guys come up.
Like you don't know about. You don't know about like the decision there. Yeah. Like I said, it really there's a lot of factors that go into this, and who you pick as your judges is one of the biggest factors. So, yeah.
They should
I would have went for Nikki. I went for her.
Like, what would you
I forgot.
Yeah,
Purple.
so
You guys come up.
I thought they should have done another round.
Who's going first?
Like, what would you have picked?
Did you guys decide or did you spin the bottom? Woo! Value in first?
Yeah.
Props. Props. Rocking the SSS shirt. So, Val has been studying a lot of house. And luckily for her, this song has that house feel vibe to it already. And so she immediately jumps into getting into character. And it works well for her because it's what she's been studying a lot of. So
Let's go, Val!
that right there was some this was my I could tell. I can especially tell from that musicality hit right here. Listen to the words, people. Listen to the words and how she hits her her footwork with the words. So right here is what I was talking about earlier. I can tell you were focused on your footwork, but let's try facing the battler here. At least from what it seems, it doesn't look like this was intentionally meant to showcase to the audience. Bit of house footage.
Okay, Val!
Lot of footwork. She's showcasing.
Okay! Keep going!
Griff. So like there's a bit of I feel like she is kind of showcasing to not just the audience though. It's kind of just like non-focused showcasing. Like you can tell she's focusing on how to do a bunch of the moves that she knows, and understandably so. But she doesn't really focus her attention on doing these moves to a specific place. And I think it would have made a bigger impact if she did. Like, as she was doing these moves, if you can literally see her eyes in the camera, that would be nice. Yeah, he was just dancing. Understandably so. Or like when you start turning, start looking at who you're turning towards. I think right here you started going around her and you intentionally started showcasing to the people behind her. Added a little, the little salsa. That's nice. Oh yeah, it all goes well. Like, this is all the vibe of that song. This all goes well with the song.
5, 4, 3,
Like this isn't a song you want to do super big hard running man's at. Um, I think I personally would have liked to see more Running Man, but that's me. I would have liked to see more Running Manning and T stepping. Um, it is very clear though that you know your house well, and I do like that. I like that you implemented that, especially with a song that complements it so perfectly. I think this is I can't tell if it's a house. If it is you, I'm so sorry. It's also been a while. Okay, so also, so she kind of understands as well. Arms and T steps. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that preliminary battle was surprisingly intense. Um, so right here, Purple understands that this is something you don't want to be too aggressive with. She did have some. I don't know if this would be considered a. I don't think this would be considered a ground move, but the fact that she drops low, um, and Val didn't is something to be aware of. You know, at, in her perspective, after seeing what Val did, I think it's very smart of her to have included moves that go up and down. You know, that vertical change. We didn't see a lot of that with Val, and that's okay. But it was very smart of Purple to take advantage of that. I would have liked to see some. With a lot of house music, right when I guess like the 64 count of the beat is wrapping up, they usually end with a little do do do. You know, that's a signature thing in house music, and as soon as you understand that it's a house song that's playing, keep an eye out for that because hitting that is one of the most satisfying things in my opinion. Like hitting that do do do, especially how you hit it, maybe like a quick pivot of a T step. It just looks real nice, and you get hella points for that. And it's simple too. You know, you're not exerting a lot of energy, but you're using it efficiently and complementing it well with the music. So one thing that really stood out to me in this run, especially the second half, there were not a lot of T steps. And especially in a shuffle battle, even though it's all styles, it's a shuffle all styles, it's still shuffling and not having a lot of T steps. Understandably, you can't have the whole thing T stepping, but this amount of lack of T stepping is noticeable with most judges, and you will get points taken off for that. So let's not forget um, that this is still a shuffle battle, and especially that T step was the first move. This was the original shuffle. You know, before any other moves were added on top of it, it was just the T step. It wasn't called the T step back then, but that move is what the shuffle used to be. So um, later on, Running Man was added to it, but it just seems like everyone is mostly focused on the Running Man, and I think that's where a lot of OGs get a little upset because the original founding move was the T step, and yet everyone is more focused on the Running Man, and sometimes even not even doing the T step. And at that point, you are missing half, in my opinion, half of the foundation of this dance. So, yes, let's keep that in mind. Moving and not doing a sedimentary running man, that's obviously advised, not just acceptable, but I advise that, but not where it's like that's the only thing we're doing. Yeah, there were a lot of like times where she was just hopping and pivoting both feet, where she could have made that into a two-step.
3, 2.
Oh, I would have went with Val here. If I remember correctly, I think you did win, Val.
1.
I think right there, what really popped out and the biggest factor to you winning is the amount of control you had. I think with Purple, there was a lot of control loss that was very noticeable. And again, the T-stepping. There weren't that much T-stepping. So, yeah.
Next round we have Big Al and Marie.
Al and Marie. Oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Bottle spin, okay. Al's going first. Dang, you guys, we're already at an hour and a half. I'm really hungry. We're not even halfway! Oh, no! My goodness. I have to get the session at 5, too. I like that musicality right there. I love that. Love that. Heck yeah. So right here, there's in the song. So in the song, if you notice already, it seems to be going dun 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 dun. And she notices that and takes advantage of it with these last two T steps you'll see right here. The last two T steps, along with what she does with her arms, really complement that part of the song where it goes. Does it right there. You can tell she's playing with that part of the song, and it's working well. She's getting points, and she's not playing with it the same way every time. That's huge. Dang. Dang. That was nice. That was a big all-style combo right there. During the whole time, though, the beat was going, and I personally would have liked to see that either broken up or to see a smaller mini version of that. Because I think, in my opinion, that went on a bit too long for my taste. But she does go right back into it. She does hit the musicality right here. Again with the dun dun. Right there as well. So like there are some things to take from it. But yeah, personally I would have liked to see a shorter version. Yeah, she got lucky, dude. She got she got some time to get into character. She got the break. And she's taking full advantage of it. As she should. Getting used to the tempo. Mm-hmm. I think there she thought the beat was about to drop. You could tell that Running Man was going to have some impact. There we go. There we go. Vertical change. That's huge.
There you go. Feel it out. You got it.
So right away you can see, you can notice the difference between Ali playing with that dun dun and Val not playing with it. That's one of the things as a judge that pops out.
There you go. 5, 4, 3, 2.
But she does do a lot of vertical change, but Ali also did that with her with her big all-style combo that I wish it was shorter. She included some vertical change into that, and it was a big, impactful move and vertical change. It was like a big ass worm. So yeah, she did cover that. This was tough. Ali's a good battler. You can tell she's been in multiple battles. I would have went with Ali there. Just experience. This experience is very nice.
All right, moving right along. Next round we have Mila and Lady.
Alright, we got Mila versus I'm sorry if I butchered it. Okay, so Mila's choosing to go first. Those are some very clean T-steps. You can see the pivot. It's very noticeable. A lot of the T-steps, even in this battle, have been slightly... I don't know if lazy is the right word, but, not as clean as I would have liked to see them. But those are nice T-steps right there. That's nice right there too. This little... And the way she breaks up the tempo of her footwork with that, because usually before that it's a lot of 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. But right there it's a 1 2. So it's very noticeable and it looks well. It'll score you some points in my opinion. That pause and texture with the break of the song, very well done. And again, as I said before, she hits it as soon as it comes back. So she's taking her space, moving around, or at least in that, for that bit right there, but she was still facing her battler, which is done very well, yes. Right there, I would have wished she hit that as soon as the beat drops, but understandable. Still well done with the ground level and the vertical changes. very obvious she's been working on a lot of T-step variations, and honestly, you guys, like T-step variations are so huge, and I think if you want the biggest uh, impact and change with your battling as a beginner, working on your T-step variations will help you the most. Um, I think that's more important than having like a bigger and more aggressive running man. Like to just to put some perspective on that. T-step variations are that important and they're that helpful. They also give you a lot more freedom. Um, it provides a lot more freedom in your movement, your range of movement. It a more efficient way of traveling. Um, yeah, it's just there's so many benefits to it. So yeah, highly recommend focusing on it and continue to work Okay, some house jacking. I like that. The song does call for that. Would have liked to see some shuffling there. There was a good period of upper flow, which I always welcome. You guys know that. But I would have liked to see some shuffling while that was going on. Understandable. She's probably at that point where she's just, learning to implement it. So. And three. And two. And one. Nice ending. That was a good ending. I would go with Mila there. It just was more clean. That, like I mentioned before, those T steps, and I noticed with I completely forgot what her name is. What the second dancer, her T steps were more. Or a lot of her T steps were done on the tips of her toes while the heels were up in the air, like. I think I did. I'm trying to find a good example of what I'm talking about. Okay, so you see right here, that foot that's anchored and pivoting, it's lifted off the ground from the heel. Versus when Mila was doing stuff like that, it was on the whole foot was on the ground, so that pivot is much more noticeable. It looks much more cleaner. They both had some vertical changes, so for me, I just think that cleanliness that Mila had was the deciding factor. Also, I know this is a shuffle all style battle, but I like to see more Melbourne, Cali, and Moss. Even though like I think you can, I think a whole round of shaping here is allowed, but having those other styles would score more points for me personally, if I was a judge.
Judges, in 3, 2, 1.
You see me being a little chismoso. Okay, we got
Next round, we have Cass and Courtney Garcia.
Courtney Garcia and Cass. Who's yelling at me? Oh! 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 Did she do that? She deadass did that. Oh no! Oh no! Okay. Wow. That might have scored points with me. This is a battle after all. And then she hits the beat. Oh no. Okay, that's points, guys. That's points. That is Again, a lack of two-steps is very obvious here. And even with that very strong opening, the lack of two-steps is gonna hurt. For sure. Cass immediately getting into her groove, and feeling out that tempo. Unfortunately, was left with the beat. So okay, so right there, she was playing with the. I don't know if you guys hear, but that dun 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 dun. So right there, you can see the difference in the T-step. Look at how much she pivots that foot compared to a lot of the pivoting that most people have been doing. And it's very clear. Like there is no question how much like that is pivoting. It's not like a lazy move to the side. It's a full-on, very obvious pivot. Showcasing her flexibility. Well done. I would have liked to see some shuffling here. Because there is the beat. Some vertical work as she's shuffling. Well done. Would have went with Cass here. It's just very clear that she has a lot of experience, and there's a lot more hours. She's farther into her journey. But yeah, still well done from both people. Still well done.
All right, judges.
And that beginning,
Three,
ooh, I love that
two,
attitude.
one.
I love that attitude.
All right, on the last battle of round one, we have Breezy and Michaela.
I'm starting to run out of time, so we're gonna try getting through this a little bit quicker. Keyword try. Oh, I forget it's her birthday. Or it's near her birthday. So right there, unfortunately, as they were deciding who was going first, the break was going, and as soon as it was decided, the break or the drop hit. So that kind of sucks for both. That kind of sucks for both. Whoever would have won. But she gets into it fairly quickly. That was nice. That was nice. Little acrobat. Little acrobat work. Ooh, that was a nice spin. Very nice spin. We gotta run that back. Wow. She got hella momentum with that. And I don't know if you guys noticed, but she kind of lost control at the end there. But she kind of worked that, lost control, lost momentum into another spin. Which was a good recovery. That's a great way to recover. A lot of taking up space. Got stuck with the break. This is kind of why I would like the songs to get rewinded. So that's a tough battle. It's a tough battle. And I think watching this again, I think I would have gone with Michaela here because of how well her foundations were, how much foundational moves she had under her toolkit, the amount of variation she had with her foundations as well, the T-step T-step variations that she pulled out. She also had some vertical movement as well. Made sure to sprinkle that in there. But I think for me, I think the biggest differentiator between the two is the foundational cleanliness and how much foundation was played around with. And in my opinion, Michaela was better at that. So I would have went with Michaela here.
All right, here we go. The last round, round one. Judges in 3, 2, 1.
And Michaela then. Yep. Bing, bop, bing, boop. Okay, next round.
Round 2 are Alex Kennedy and Umi.
Wait, did Alex go in that first round? Oh, I think okay. So how this was set up, I think there were a couple of dancers because of how uneven the preliminaries was. I think a couple, whoever got like first or something, didn't have to go through the first round and immediately went to the second round. I think that's how it worked.
Yeah, let's go!
So we got Jordan versus Alex. Man, I think you guys see my face when she throws it like that? I would have liked for her to hit that beat, and I think that's a very obvious enough drop. But I think she should have hit that beat. I would have taken points off for that.
There you go, Alex.
Okay, a little bit of musicality there. I like that.
Let's go.
With that combo. So you can tell Alex has been working a lot on some concepting. She pulls out a lot of concepting here, and I love watching that. Right there, intentionally facing the judges and showcasing to them. Thanks.
Let's go, Jordan.
The whole time the beat was going, I would have preferred for her to start, shuffling right off the bat, but she was unfortunately stuck with that again. So.
Let's go, Jordan.
Toe stall spin, very nice. Oh, right there. That musicality with the spin, pivot spin, I guess. Dun, dun, dun. She hits that.
Keep going, keep going. Keep going, come
Vertical
on.
change, some groundwork. So I like how much she played with that. Dun, 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 dun. Really like that. That's a tough decision. That is a tough decision. They're both very, very similar runs. I think here, man, it honestly could have gone both ways. It honestly could have gone both ways. Man. If ties were allowed, I'd put a tie. I'd honestly put a tie. But if I had to choose, I think Alex had just the slightest bit of upper hand with the amount of concepting that she did. Really liked how much concepting she did, and I think that stands out. That's what stood out the most.
And 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we have Ali and so right off the bat, you can hear the drum kick on this. It's much more heavier, impactful. You want a more aggressive style here.
Go, Ali.
Good usage of upper body while doing the foundation.
There you go.
Adding that bit of funk / popping in there,
Work it.
and not too much. She just sprinkles it barely in there, or not barely. She does it just enough where it's not too much in my opinion, and it goes well with the song. That was a bit of a sudden stop. That was a bit of a sudden stop, and if you can catch that, if you can catch that, and you know it's coming, you can score a lot of points with how you play with it. Very nice song. Lot of jumping, and that is a vertical change. I've pointed out a lot of people getting down and doing groundwork, but jumping up is just as impactful. Doing a lot of big high acrobatic moves and combos, just as impactful. And she also goes down, so makes use of both uh, vertical changes. Okay, that end move was nice. That end little combo was nice. Didn't really go with the music as much as I would have liked, but still nice. Still nice.
All right, judges. And 3, 2, 1.
Oh, forgot to say who I would have went for. I would have went for Leanne there. Because I think the fact that she has Moss under her toolkit as well as the other styles and has learned to blend it well. I like how she used both. Like I pointed out before, she used both up and down vertical changes. That stood out as well. Allie was very similar though. Was very similar in that style, and she matched the music. She matched the aggressiveness of the music. She had that other dance styles that she implemented very well into here. Yeah, this could have gone. This could have gone both ways. I personally would have voted for Leanne. I think Leanne had just a bit more energy and control, but again, could have went both ways. And it looks like they voted for Allie here. So.
All right, the next contestant.
I do like that both showcased very well understandings. Time Priscilla. I'm gonna grab a quick snack real quick. I'm kind of hungry, or past the 2-hour mark. But yeah, I will be right back. Give me a quick minute. Alrighty. I am back. Let's get the show on the road. I will be taking a couple seconds every once in a while to take a bite out of some Alfredo penne pasta that Donnie made. So just ignore me when that happens. Alright, let's go. Ty versus Priscilla. Let's go, let's go. Getting into character. Looking at her opponent the whole time. Again, I would have liked if she hit it. Hit the beat. Oh! Oh! She knows this song. You get points for that. Nah, you get points for that. Look at this. Not wrong. That's a solid ending. There you go, vertical change. Will she hit that? Oh man, if she would have hit that beat, ended her spin right on that beat, would have been super impactful. Ooh, okay. So she repeated the same ground move, but she added a variation to it here. She extended it. I like that. That's points.
Keep the momentum up, Sil. Let's go.
I think she started getting gassed out at the end there. That change in energy is very obvious. Guys, if you're gassed out, do your best to not look it. That's all I'm gonna say. I think I would have went with Tyler there. That one musicality part that she hit was huge. And I think that the ending of oh my god, I'm blanking out on her name. But the second dancer, when she started losing energy and started getting gassed out, it was obvious, and that's points taken off.
1. Tyler takes it. Good shit, Sil. Good job, man. Next up, we have Mary Grace and Zenith.
Mary Grace. Oh, I think she also went by presently. I think she also goes by Zena. I would have liked for Mary Grace to hit the beat there, and for her to be more flowy before the big hit. But if that's your way of getting into her character and getting into her tempo, then that's how it is. Lot of energy. Lot of energy. Short off the balance right there. Okay. Sounds nice. Nice concepting. Look at the aggressive runs. Nice footwork. Nice footwork showcasing. Okay, so to unpack that, obviously, the winner of this whole tournament ended up being Mary Grace. So Mary Grace is going to win this. But with that being said, the reason I would have picked her for this round, and what stood out to me the most, they were both really well done rounds. I think for me, what stood out the most was even when, because there were a lot of times when both of them stopped shuffling, but with Mary Grace, she still kept that energy by doing mostly fast, cutting shape combos and other energetic moves that weren't specifically shuffling, but they still had a lot of energy in them. Whereas Xena, I think that's her name presently. She decided when she wasn't shuffling to take the other route where it was more slow and freestyle focused, flowy, and sometimes that works. In here, I think having being more energetic works to your advantage versus the opposite. I hope that makes sense. What's up, my friend? All the way from Germany. That's what's up. Yeah. Very true. Alright, so again, I would have went with Moses. It's very tough. They're like right there. I'm telling you, we're getting to a point where it's like you need to have so much on your tool belt, and you need to have practice everything under your tool belt and learn to blend it well enough. Some people are at that point. That's a lot of catching up to do. Okay, so we have Maggie going first versus Leonette. To hit that beat, but that's okay. That was that was good usage of musicality. You can tell her intention was for hitting that beat in the song or for hitting that specific noise in the song. But I think she definitely could have added at least some T stepping while doing that to continue the shuffle, you know, shuffle flow. So here, Leonette is getting into it. You can tell she's not going full 100%. She's getting into that character, into the song, into the tempo, but she's still shuffling, but kind of just at like a, 20, 30, 40%. Now, I don't even think 40. But that's her way of getting into it. But she's also still hitting the beats, still shuffling. So it won't count against her. It's very well done. Very well done. It's a good tactic for anyone else out there. And then it also works well because when the beat drop is gonna come back and hit for that second time, you can choose to contrast your style and make it much more aggressive. But yeah, that's just an idea right there. I feel like right here, this is more aggressive style. She hits that banana. There, I would have went with Leonette, and this one was more of an obvious victory for this specific type of tournament, because although all styles is allowed and even recommended, stopping the shuffling to do that all style flow versus someone who can hit the musicality with their upper body and have a more freestyle upper body, but still continuing to do shuffling moves and tricks with the lower body. There's a very clear difference in experience and time put into it. So it's more of, again, it's a difference in how far you are in the journey of this dance. It's very clear that Leonette has spent many years of this. She's gone out to other styles and has brought it back to shuffling and has learned to blend them together and has learned to do that well enough to incorporate and hit musicality on top of all of that. So it's that experience, man. It's a clear difference in experience.
All right, judges. In 3, 2, 1.
And I want to make this clear. This isn't something to like guilt yourself or shame yourself or guilt or shame others. This is just objectively speaking. Some people are at this point in their shuffling journey. Some people are at a much further point in their shuffling journey. And it's in these battles that sometimes it's very obvious. Sometimes it's very obvious. And that's what it comes down to sometimes. It's not even that one person or the other, or one person is necessarily better than the other. Is they're at an earlier point in their journey than the other person. Or if two people are at similar points in their journey, this is where you start noticing how much more efficient is this person, how much more does this person have under their toolkit, how much does this person know about like the battle, style where you want to do some showcasing, you want to showcase the judge, all these other finite details and other factors when it comes to battling and all the factors that come with battling. So yeah, my number one advice when it comes to this stuff is please try not to take it personal. Try to look at the results of these as objective as possible. Take the lessons and celebrate how far you got. So yeah.
Next, we have Val and Big Al.
Let's go, Val!
Using some intimidation to get into character, and I think she hit the beat too. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. All right. Very, very strong start. Very strong. Okay, Val. Let's go. Matching that intimidation intensity. Alright, so this is techno. This is not something Val usually dances to. But she's doing well. And because of her oh, that was good. That was good. That point, while oh man. That's kind of, I wouldn't say that's a kill off, but that's almost right there, dude. That's almost right there. I love that. I might steal that. I don't know. I might unconsciously steal that. I'm sorry. Now you can see me play. Oh, and the repping to the camera. Oh, I've been practicing, dude. But yeah, what was I saying earlier before I got caught off guard? Her work in house has like solidified her groove. Like it's at this point it's instinct to her. So even when she's going off to techno, you can still see that groove and that constant bounce, and you kind of just you naturally just want to bop with it, and that's huge. It's not something that's super big and like sudden and immediate where it grabs everyone's attention, but the people that know will catch that. That's what's important. And as a judge, you should be able to catch that, and that should be points for sure. Keeping that groove is huge. Groove is huge. You can win off groove alone. But if you can add battle tactics on top of that, which is where Val seems to be going towards, very scary. Very scary. Damn, this one's tough. I think I might go Val here. Because of all the points that I just mentioned. Yep, I took it. That was a very well-rounded round.
All right. Next we have Van Sickle.
Mila versus Van Sickle. First. Okay, getting into it. See, Van is kind of like Mary Grace in the sense where it's so much energy, dude. So much energy. Even when their footwork is more conservative, their upper body's doing a lot of work. It's just constant output of a lot of energy, and that stands out. That stands out to people who aren't even judges. Like, it's just it's energy. It's energy. Okay.
Let's go! Keep going!
I would have liked to see some shuffling a bit more earlier there, but okay. Definitely showcased her freestyle movement. I love the crowd here. Very solid. Welcome to freestyle. Yep. Gotta match the energy, guys. Gotta match the energy. That's points. Alright. So here, both of them had very similar move sets and styles of shuffling, all dance shuffling. They even had similar freestyle moments. So what I noticed as the biggest differentiator was Van Seco's energy. This is what I'm talking about. She just had more energy output throughout the whole round versus Mila. And I mean, yeah, we could focus on the super minute details, but when you have just like you're watching this real time, you don't have that much time to think and decide. The best thing to look for is differentiators, and that was the most biggest differentiator. So I would have went for Van Sega there.
we have Cass and Michaela.
Cass and Michaela. What are the chances, man? What's up, Sarah? Let's go! Welcome back! Yeah. I wouldn't say it's that old. But yes, it's a little married one. Okay, so we'll see. Okay. The groundwork showcased to the audience. I like that, that's points. Alright, so right there, although she she took what I was talking about earlier, where you repeat the same moveset but just add some variation. I think in this situation though, she repeated it enough to where it required another oh god, I completely blanked out on the word. Another variation. So right here, she was pivoting with her left foot, and mostly, like, how many back steps did we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I would have, after maybe like the 6th back step, maybe switch it up where the left foot this time is doing the back step and the right foot is doing the pivoting. Now how you transition into that, that's where your creativity comes in. I'm thinking maybe like a hop into the foot switch and then start doing that. That would have been nice. But yeah, like repeating that, even though it's a shuffle moveset, repeating that same one over 10 times, as a judge, you kind of expect to see some variation after like the 6th one. Just to keep in mind. Cass is a killer. But that's okay. That's alright. I love a lot of the groundwork in here. There we go. Having some outside of shuffling movesets. And there's a lot, just like with Van and Mary Grace, there's a lot of energy output that time. Except with Cass, she can control it sometimes, and she does. Like, it's not as fast and big moving, but it's range of motion. That's still energy, but that's controlled energy. You know, instead of doing this 20 times, reaching up but slowly and coming down just as slowly is an even more efficient, and it shows you have a better understanding of your body control and energy output combined. For sure. So she's trying to match the freestyle. She's taking that direction. You can match it as a battler. You can match it, or you can try something else that might work better. That's your decision, and you have to know yourself. So she matches that beat. Alright. For the amount of shapes that Michaela does, she's surprisingly well-rounded foundationally. Her T-steps are very clean, and she has lots of variation, and that's a majority of her rounds, like T-step variation. It's nothing flashy, but it's fundamentally well sound.
All right, judges. In 3, 2, 1.
Animation. Yeah. She's also, I can tell she's blossoming into this, like, so she's not, I think that that stuff will come as she continues to practice and continues to battle. There's no doubt she'll get there, for sure. Um, I don't think I said who I would have went with, and I don't know who won. So right there, that's actually kind of tough. That's actually kind of tough. Cass was more. She had the more aggressive style. She did have the more um, impactful moves. I think it. I think Cass won slightly because of how risky she was with her flow. She took risks and um, did did more flashy things, whereas Michaela was very well rounded and super consistent. But I guess that ended up working against her for against somebody who took chances being flashy and pulled it off at least well enough. Um, so yeah, yeah. Cass definitely. I think like it was definitely right there, but I think Cass has the advantage with the riskiness that she went with.
All right. At the end of the second round, we're going to take a 15-minute intermission, and then we're going to come back.
And I'm gonna skip 15 minutes ahead. Oh my gosh, it's 5 o'clock. Wait a second. Did he pause it and then start it again?
All
Yes, he
right.
did.
Our first battle contestants are Alex Kennedy and Dizzy.
Alex versus Ali.
Give it your all.
I love how Ali gets into her flow. Because you can tell she practices some concepting too. Like she really takes advantage of that time, and really develops her character for her run. I think that's very smart, very well done. That pause is nice. You hear that? Tss, tss, tss. You can really play around with that. And I don't remember if they did, but Ali seems to already be playing around with it. Very nice pause. You see that variation she added there at the end? That was good. That was good. She repeated it aloud, but she added variation.
Let's go, Ellie!
Good style for sure.
Come on! Keep going! There you go! Yeah, keep it going!
I kind of I thought she was building up to something at the end there, but she ended up cutting it off there. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but I wish I had seen like a big move at the end there, you know? It looked like she was building to it. I think for that round she was more focused on her flow and character. Oh, that was nice. Okay, right off the bat, Alex is clearly focusing on more of a battle focused round where there's build ups, there's kill offs, there's combos, and that's a lot of points. having an attitude and an intention to go that route for battles will score you a lot of points.
There you go! There you go! Yeah!
So that one I would have preferred shuffling to start earlier there.
Yeah, don't let up! Don't let up!
The concept is good. She's dancing that tripwire line of going too much into freestyling, or not too much. She's right there, and I think that's very important and very smart and very well done. That is what you want to go for. You want to play around with that line, but you want to. I don't want to say you want to play around with it. You want to be right there. You want to be right before that line, where you don't ever go off too far in, but you're like, people are wondering, is this gonna end, or, you know, so you want to be right there. But that's the struggle, and that honestly depends on your judges as well. That's just my preference. Oh, so right there, yeah, Ali had a well-rounded round, but Alex came in with that battle attitude, and she didn't really lose a lot of points, so, you know, gained a lot of points, didn't lose a lot of points. She's pretty high up in my eyes right now, and I would go for Alex.
3, 2, 1.
But again, Ali had a phenomenal round, well-rounded. I like her how she enters into the battles. Very smart. Alright, who we got? We got Mary Grace and Tyler. Okay. What do we do? Okay, Mary's deciding. Mary's deciding to go. Did she hit that drop? No, she didn't. Almost. That's okay. Okay, some aggressiveness. Okay, that's nice. That's nice too. Again, it's that energy. You notice even when she pauses, there's like, that's not an easy pause either. To be on your toes for that long, there's still a constant energy output. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's just so much energy output with everything she does, even when she's pausing. It's crazy. Mary doesn't know what going less than 70% is. But that's an advantage, man. That's an advantage when it comes to battling. Energy is huge. Okay. Maybe that musicality.
Let's go, time!
Yeah, she does. Miami step spin. Oh, there we go. You see, that's taking what the other dancer did last round and using that against them. That'll score you points.
No, time!
That shit must have hurt, bro. Unless she's wearing pads. I don't think she's wearing pads. But very solid round. Obviously, Mary Grace wins this because she wins the whole fucking tournament. But she, in my eyes, she won this round in particular for the same reason she won that last round. She just that constant energy output, but also knowing when to tone it down and focus it to hit the musicality. That toe stall, again, it's pausing, but she stayed on there for a minute and she got right back on beat and hit the musicality beat when it dropped. So it's more obvious and more impactful. Even the pauses, when you're constantly going like at 100% and then you pause and stop at 0% for like 4 beats, it's very noticeable. And what you do in that 4 beats will make an impact to what people remember and how the judges remember your round. So keep that in mind. Energy output is huge. 1v1 long jump. Oh god, I wish, man. Actually, I might be able to long jump. I'd rather high jump though. Yes. And she doesn't do it too much. This is the thing. She doesn't do it too much. She knows when to sprinkle that in. Because if she did it too much, like going at 100, 0%. Going at 100%, 0%. That would look so choppy and it wouldn't look well. But her timing with the musicality and how she uses the pauses and how she tones down her energy, it's all well done. And that's why she wins this round. In my opinion. Well, she does win this round too.
All right, judges. In 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. But again, it's a double-edged sword. Don't do it too much, people. Don't do it too much. And try to do it to musicality, please. So we got Leonette, Flow State versus Val. Let's go. Dude, this thing's about to hit a 3-hour mark. I'm gonna have to... It's gonna take all night to upload. I am off. Hold on, I want to see the last couple seconds. Okay, so getting into it. That was a very strong opening. Very strong opening. Even leading up to it, hitting that musicality with her finger into that beat drop aggressively. Well done. Okay, see, all the repetitions but the variations within them. That pause into an upper body but not too long. Oh my God. I know, but I'm also... Oh yeah, I'm uploading this well. For sure. Oh, I gotta... Name of Ghost. Was Ghost in a crew? Oh, I was getting into... Oh, she hit that beat drop too. Okay. That was pulling it out of the depths of her head, man. You could tell. I love it. As you should. This is where you release that anger, people. Healthy. Okay. Anahata. Okay, matching that energy. Val keeps the groove the whole time. Thanks to her house, keeps that groove. Bouncy the whole time. And right there, she's trying to copy Leonette and do it better. Solid battle tactic.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Nah, I gotta see videos. Send me some videos, bro. I wish I can. I wish I had enough money to hire an editor. I'm sitting on like 7 videos that need to be edited right now because I'm been so busy. Blue pants. You guys think? You think Val won that? It was. They were both well done. They're both well done. I just think Leonette had more of a battle mindset. And she hit her kill-offs well. And her moves were just a bit more cleaner. Just a bit more cleaner. They're like right there, though. They're like right there. But, again, we have to keep in mind the difference of experience. Leonette is years into this. Val is also a couple years into this, but not as much as Leonette. And Val has focused a lot on house, which you can tell. You can tell. But yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I guess so. Wait, who won that last? Leonette won that, yeah. Because she ends up going at the end, yeah. Okay, so we got Cass versus Van here. Oh, dude, I'm so late to this sesh. Oh, well. I'm having fun. Hope you guys are having fun. Cass, come on! Cass got really bad for sure. Look at that. Alright. Okay. Oh, right there. Right there. Mocks her with the cowbell. I love that. Am I melt battling it? Yeah, man. This is a lot of freaking cardio. It's almost like... Hold on. Look, just look at my face, dude. Look at my fucking face. Okay. We'll talk about that after. We'll just keep looking. Okay, so that immediately goes. Who is yelling in the back like they're dying, dude? Jesus. Van is matching that tiny energy though. Not as much, but she is showing. Like, hey, I could do that too. She's also choosing a more flowy flow. Alright. We got the split booty bop to counteract the worm backflip. That's where we're at right now. Me, more power to you, dude. I don't think if I yelled like that all the time, my voice would be. After this battle, actually, no, not this battle. After this tournament, my voice was gone, and I was just saying 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think a lot of people were upset at this round. I would have went for Cass myself. I feel like Cass was shuffling just a bit more, and although she had, like, Van had more energy overall, but Cass controlled her energy better. And that backflip was huge. I would have liked for it to be quicker because it did take a while, and during the whole time of getting into that backflip, the beat was still going. But shit, dude, that's nitpicky at this point. She did a fucking backflip, man. Come on. But I also don't want us as a community, as a shuffling community, to start going towards, if you can do a backflip, you automatically win. I do not want that at all. It works in this situation because of how well-rounded Cass is with her foundations. She's risky. She has spent plenty of time researching and practicing the shuffle foundations, and it shows. So she can take those risks. She can do a backflip. But if you don't have that knowledge, if you haven't put that many hours in, and you're just inserting backflips thinking you're going to win, you're not. You shouldn't. If you do, we got to start looking at the judges. But yeah, just wanted to put that out there. We're celebrating the backflip here because it was well put, but I don't want that to be the norm. Van Secker won this round. She took too long to build up to that flip. Almost a little awkward at first. What the flip is? Yeah. Van Secker won that one. But yeah, you guys get what I'm saying. Like, that flip was sick as fuck. And if you can do that, more power to you. But let's not, make that the end all be all. If you had a really bad round, but you do a backflip and you win, I don't wanna see the community and judging go towards that at all. And a lot of the OGs would be in so much pain if it started going in that direction. So, just wanted to throw that out there. And we're skipping because I'm already late. Alright, Alex versus Mary Grace. She's acknowledging the build-up. She's working with it. Is she gonna hit it? Oh, that was such a good build-up and concepting to it, but she just missed it, and that's understandable. She doesn't know the song, but man, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, if you can hit that, it's very impactful, and it scores you that much more points. Stop.
There you go, Alex. There you go.
I can see myself landing too, but I don't know if I'd want to talk about taught Alex to be like? Who taught her all these battle tactics, bro? Oh, I love it. I love it. I think we need more of that. Okay, Mary Grace is taking that. Taking that and trying to slide it back, send it back. That right there, that was nice. That was nice. That was good musicality. That I think that was the move where I was like, okay, I think that won me the round. Right here. I mentioned it earlier, how songs have this do 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 that I love seeing get hit. This song happened to have it, and Mary Grace hit it perfectly. And again, the fact that she's always at 100% output, when she pauses, it's very noticeable. All the attention is where she puts it, and she puts it right here with her hand placement and hits that doo doo. And that's just, it's so well done. You get so many points for doing that. Exactly how she did it, how well she did it. Yeah. She does, I'm sure she doesn't know the song either. Okay, some counter concepting. Oh, good ending. Very good ending. I think they were right there. They were right there. And this one, yeah. I think Mary Grace just slightly beat Alex here because of the musicality that she hit. And that's not to say Alex didn't hit musicality either. She did. And she had the battle tactics also. I'm telling you, these two rounds were very both similar and well done. Just, I think Mary Grace did hers just a bit better. And just had a bit more energy overall. Using up the whole floor. No, for real, dude. For real. One of these days, I'm going to do a dummy Let's Watch. I watched him the other day, and I think it was he definitely pioneered a lot of moves and a lot of the freestyling that we today see a lot of. Oh, there's a second round. Just kidding. I'm sorry, I forgot there was a second round. But so far, I would go for Mary Grace. And if nothing changes, I'd go for Mary Grace. Okay, getting into it. This is a very easy build-up to hit. Please hit it, Alex. I think she does. Actually, I take that back. That was a kind of tricky drop. It had like a pseudo drop. Yeah. Okay. She didn't hit it, but that's difficult to hit. I wouldn't have hit that for sure. I would have missed that. I think right there she expected the song to have a hit this week. Dummy from 2010, yeah, that dummy. That's the one you're talking about, right? the beat stopped, I would have liked to see Mary Grace play with it. Like, that spin would have been perfect before. And if she ended her spin right when the beat dropped, huge points. I guess they're going back and forth with the jump rope contest and everything. Ooh. That texturing with the facial expression, that's points. There. Because of her energy output being so much constantly, even little footwork combos like that just take all the attention. She's skating.
All right, here we go. Judges, in 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, Mary Grace. I didn't see a lot of changes. I think the first rounds were better. I think these second rounds were just kind of toss-aways. We could just judge off the first rounds, honestly. Mary Grace with that. Alright, we got Van Secco versus Leonette. I do think even though blonde girls dance on the word electrifying, I think the first girl got kind of screwed over there. Possibly. Again, I don't like the format of music that they decided to go with there. I think rewinding it would have been better. Or if you are going to do this where you go right after, usually like all style battles will it works with them because of their type of music, but I don't know, man. I wasn't a fan of now that I'm watching it back, it would throw a lot of people off, and it's kind of unfair. And especially if you leave the other dancer with the rest of the beat and you take up all that break. It's a little messed up. Yeah, and this was so I think it doesn't work here because this is a timed battle. Like, I'm timing this whole thing. The rounds were a minute or like 45 seconds long. Okay. If it's timed, I think you should rewind it. So that way those variables stay the same, you know? If we're not rewinding it, if we're just letting them go, I would say to not have it timed. And to have the amount of time you use as a factor for the judges to consider. Because that is something to consider if there isn't a timer on the clock. You know, how long somebody goes is directly influenced by how much energy they have. So that's something to be aware of if there is no timer. But yeah, I think to counteract the fact that the song doesn't get rewinded, I think there should have been no timer. But we learned. We're still growing as a community. Then second person will get this judge first. Yeah. Van immediately coming in with the high energy, high moves. Okay, some texture there. There's not a lot of foundational moves going on. And I think that's... Don't get me wrong, if this wasn't a battle, this would be nice. to watch. She's very close, very good dancer. Spent a lot of time practicing a lot of styles. But for a shuffle battle, you gotta have more, especially if you're going against Leonette. You gotta have more foundation. I guess that depends what people would consider shuffling. Some people consider cutting shape shuffling, some people don't. I can write a whole video about that. Well, she looks like she just came out of the Spanish show. That kid is so nice, bro. Leonette, very foundational focus. Is this a... Yeah, it's around there. Leonette is very good to my brother. So far. If nothing changes, in my opinion, she gets
This
it.
shit looks so good. Put it up on the YouTube.
Ben has a heavily cutting shapes form. And here's the thing. It works here because the majority of these people consider cutting shapes to be shuffling. The judges were chosen because of that fact. And that's a whole nother topic. But just to throw it out there, the word shuffle, the Europeans, especially in UK, they were cutting shapes. They started it around like 80s or 90s, I think. And they were calling it shuffling. So when it came here to the US, it does make sense for it to be called, for people here who did the research, to acknowledge shaping to include, for shuffling to include shaping, because it was called shuffling over there in Europe. And you can't just, even though one other country have a different usage of the word versus another, you can't cancel out that other country. It's not like you can say, Australia, they use the word also, so they shuffling only means this. That's history. That's documented history that actually happened. You can't just write that off. So I understand when people consider cutting shapes as shuffling. But this is where it comes down to your judges. Me, you guys know me, I prefer Melbourne, Cali, and Moss. I will still acknowledge cutting shapes, but I prefer to still see T-steps. T-steps. I better see some T-steps, even if you're cutting shapes. But that's me. That's me. Oh, yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. You can cutting shape and still, add foundational moves. But I think this is where Van kind of messed up and she relied too much on cutting shape. Not a lot of T. And here's the thing. She knows how to T-step. And she has good T-steps. She's practiced it. They're not sloppy. It's just she chooses to go down the cutting shape route.
Let it out!
That was nice. A bit too long, in my opinion. Okay, now it's definitely okay. So yeah, if Leonette just does what she did last round, she'll win. Yeah. And again, it depends on the tournament. There will be cutting shape tournaments where you don't want to do it. You want to cutting shape tournament. Or maybe you might want to sprinkle in some other style of shuffling. But this right here is a shuffle all style. So this should be, Melbourne is also shuffling. So you should see see some elbow. We should see some cutting shapes at least. I mean, not cutting shapes. We should see some T-steps at least. Ah, dude. Yeah. You guys also have to keep in mind Van is not a shuffler. I think her coming here was her trying to, dip her toes into battling and all that, but more so mainly to support the whole thing. She has a lot of friends in this. The people who hosted this battle were good friends with her, so yeah, she's not a battler. She's not a battler at all. It's very obvious. But I do appreciate her coming out and Leonette won that. Leonette won that. She's just Leonette's a battler, dude. That's what it just comes down to. Leonette's a shuffle battler. And Van is one of a, shuffle dancer. Shuffle choreographer.
In 3, 2, 1.
That's nothing. That says nothing about like the skill or any of that. It's just different journeys. There's different journeys you can take within these games.
15-minute intermission, and then we're back for the finals. Let's go.
That's the beauty of it, of this dance and this culture. So many avenues to take advantage of. Alright, so we got I think Leonette knows this song too. Some concept work, some production. Last touch short. Okay, Mary answers back with the Miami stepping. Toast off. She has so much energy, it looks like, for this, yeah. Ooh, what a song. I wish Leonette hit that, though. I'm pretty sure she knows it. the original. Okay. She had a little break, but she also gets a drop. Kind of boyish for a stronger, more aggressive drop there. Who, me? The guy with the hat? That's me. Okay. Wait, did she get a break? No, she got immediately had to go into it. So Mary hit that Don't Need Nobody with the spin. She hasn't hit that. This part. Writing the concepting. I love the concepting. That's that battle part. That right there. Look at me go. Dude, look at me in the back. See, like, I expected something like that when Leonette had that drop. Like, she paused when the beat stopped, and when the beat came, I expected her to go hard as fuck, you know, to match the song. Right here, we had a pause in the song, and Mary, I don't know if she knew it was coming, but the beat stopped, and it was just a doo-doo, you know, not a big sound, nothing too impacting, and so she matched that with that pause. She paused just like the beat paused, and she just did a slight turn, just like the music had just a slight sound, not nothing too big to match a slight sound, or something slight to match a big impactful sound. It was matching. She hit that musicality well, and that's why I went crazy. Yeah. Okay. So here, that was the second one, right? This one could have went both ways depending on who you have as a judge and what they prefer, because they went down two different avenues. We have Leonette here, who has a more consistent flow. It's more foundation focused. It's solid the whole time. She adds a bit of musicality and some freestyling in there. Mary instead takes more of like she takes the concepting route, the major musicality route, and the energy route. So, you know, depending on who your judges are and what they prefer, you got like two shufflers who have showcased different characteristics at high levels. And yeah, this one was tough. It really depends on who you had as judges. So I I think for me, Mary's musicality had much more of an impact for me personally. And obviously she wins, so I think the judges agreed there it had more of an impact with them. But you can just as easily argue that Leonette had a more foundation focused round, and she still took risks as well. It's not like she didn't. It's not like she didn't hit musicality. She did. So yeah, it's just depends on the judges.
All right.
Both well done, though. Down below whatever it is.
Can we just give another round of applause?
Oh wait, is this the final? Oh my god. I do look like on the screen. I should put Okay. Yeah, that was it. That was the ending. That was the last battle. Okay, so as you guys probably I've mentioned it multiple times, but the winner is Mary Grace. As soon as this finishes.
All right. Here we go, judges. Who won? In 3, 2, 1.
And there we have it. Thanks for sticking through. Thanks for oh my goodness, dude, this is a 3.5 hour stream. Wow, this is the longest I've ever streamed, I think. Actually, wait, no, probably not. Thank you all. It was a pleasure talking with you. I hope I dropped a good amount of knowledge. I hope you guys took a lot of stuff, are able to take a lot of stuff home. And yeah, I hope you guys continue to battle, put yourselves out there. This dance is amazing. Like I said, there's so many avenues to go down. It only gets better as you keep putting yourself into it and the culture. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. I will. Yeah, that's the next goal, to get affiliate. That is the next goal. I'm just starting to get back into streaming. I took a long ass break. But yeah, thank you guys. I will be posting this on YouTube, raw, as well as clipping some stuff and put them in on the gram. Have a wonderful night. Take care. I'm going to go sesh.